This segment of Hack 5 is brought to you by Domain.com.
Hello, welcome to Hack 5. My name is Darren Kitchen.
I'm Shannon Morse.
This is your weekly dose of techno-lust.
And I am so excited because we have drones.
It's drone attack time.
So, actually, speaking of drones attacking things, I kind of heard that a drone might have attacked you in the face.
Yeah. Luckily, I was wearing Google Glass, which protected my head.
Oh,
but
yes.
You know
It's
what,
a
though?
helmet.
Today is payback. I'm taking down that Parrot AR.
Are you? Okay, so this one's the Parrot AR Drone 2.0. I remember seeing this at CES. It's super easy to fly and everything, but what do you have over here with that gigantic remote?
Well, okay, so this is another drone by a company called DJI, and this is the Vision Phantom. This is actually the Phantom 2 now, and so it's kind of a fun drone to fly because it's got a camera on board, and it's got a nice little gimbal that keeps the camera all steady,
cool.
and it's GPS augmented, so it just hovers in the sky, and it's
awesome.
It's really easy to fly and a great platform for doing all sorts of fun other nefarious things for later.
And you have a Mark 5 on there, I see.
That's what it is. I put a Pineapple Mark 5 on this guy because we are going to be taking it to the sky and hacking some Wi-Fi. Two of my favorite things in the world.
Sounds amazing.
Aviation and Wi-Fi hacking.
Hacking with drones. Okay, so I know that this one pretty much connects to your or your cell phone, but how do these work?
Well, you're right. Like that's the beauty of the Parrot AR drone. It was one of the first kind of consumer-friendly drones that made it really easy as a toy for anyone to pick up.
It's a very expensive toy, but
this is about, I want to say it's about 300 bucks.
300?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the idea is you connect it to your cell phone, whether that's Android or iOS, and then you can see the video camera on here, and then you can like fly it around, and it's really easy, and it's got all sorts of cool sensors that make it stupid simple, and they've got this big cushy thing so you don't like, you know, poke your eye out. Stop it.
I'm sorry.
And so yes, that's very consumer focused and also a lot of fun to hack with their SDKs and stuff. This guy's a little bit more pro. DJI makes a bunch of aerial videography platforms, but the Phantom is really their kind of more consumer focused version.
Cool.
It's controlled over a 5.8 gigahertz.
By a gigantic remote control.
Yeah, I mean compared to some, this is actually not that big. But yeah, it's you know, by a traditional RC remote control.
Right.
And then the camera here on the gimbal is actually Wi-Fi relayed through this repeater here, and then what you do is you take your cell phone here and clip it on with their app. You can again see what it sees and have that first-person view experience. But both of these are consumer drones. That one at the low end at about $300, and this one at the high end at about $1,200.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, but
just a little
but it has lifting capacity, so we've strapped Wi-Fi
so
Pineapple
I can hold
Mark
on
5
to these handles and it'll carry me away.
No, not quite. It's carrying about 400 grams of pineapple and a 18-hour 12-volt battery here for the pineapple juice.
Okay. Well, I want to see this happen.
Okay, so should we just take to the skies and let the ponage begin?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
All right. So I have the AR Drone 2.0 right over here, and the first thing I need to do is go ahead and put in the battery pack so I can actually get it charged and powered. So to do that, I simply take off the top, unhook this Velcro, and slide in the battery. I connect the two wires and Velcro back on. There we go, nice and tight. All of that should fit underneath the main body, and it just checked itself, so it's ready and it's charged. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and open up the application. It's called AR Free Flight. So I'll click on that. And it'll take a few seconds to go ahead and get connected. I should be able to get into the Wi-Fi of the AR drone. I'll be connected. I'll hit pilot on the application. And we're going to take off. So it should automatically start flying up to about 3 inches or 3 feet above, and we have it going. Now I can power it backwards and forwards. Whee! To the side, right and left, and crash it.
All right, so we've got our controller turned on. We have our Wi-Fi repeater up. We've got the Phantom up and operational now. In fact, I've connected to the network here. Very similar to the way the AR drone works is It's named Phantom _ and then the last 4 of the MAC address. Over there it's AR drone and then the last 4 of its MAC address. In fact, we did the same thing with the Pineapple, which is strapped to here now. I'm gonna go into camera and I can see what it sees now. In fact, there's, I'll go ahead and hit record. And look, there's Paul. Hi, Paul. And from here I can see my battery life and how I've connected to satellites. And so I've got a green connection. I've got 7 satellites in the sky, so it will use GPS to fly. And at this point, I pretty much need to press in to turn on my rotors. I'm gonna wait for Shannon to get up in the sky, and then when she's going, I'm gonna flip on my Pineapple, and I've set it up with a boot mode to go ahead and launch my denial of drone attack. So it looks like she's flying there. I reach down here and flip on my Pineapple, and away we go. All right, I'm gonna send that right over to Shannon. Let's see how it does. So right now, the Wi-Fi Pineapple Mark V is just booting up, and as soon as it's done booting, I've got the dip switches set in such a way that it's going to execute my my drone pwn script, and as soon as it does that, it'll do all the magic. So let me get near the AR drone.
It's gonna attack. Oh boy. I'm scared. What is it gonna do to me? Please don't hurt my AR drone.
Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I got an AR drone over here. What do you got?
Yeah, I've got the Phantom going. How are you? How's the handling on that guy?
Pretty good. There's a little bit of turbulence since it's kind of windy out here, but not too bad.
I actually find that if I put the Phantom above the Parrot, it'll totally knock it down.
What?
Yeah. Oh!
What was that?
It's okay. It's got a fail-safe. It reboots. But not for long. Actually, this is what I was talking about. Look at this.
Oh, that's not even cool. That's not even cool.
Oh, man. We should get some insurance.
Seriously, I need some life insurance up in here. Oh, thanks a lot, man.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm going to let the script do its thing.
Okay.
All I have to do is be within range of her drone, and the script is just going to continually loop. Her failsafe brings it back up into the sky, but in just a moment here, it's going to reconnect and do its magic. So I'm just going to wait right here.
Whee!
Has that been 60 seconds?
It's getting there.
Oh!
You killed my drone!
Yes, I did.
Man, not cool. Not cool, man. I object. So I noticed with my AR drone, every time it dropped out of the sky, it would come back up after a couple of seconds.
It does, and that's because I found when I, telnetted in and first started hacking on this, that it actually has a fail-safe program. So what I'm doing is I kill the control program, and then very similar to the way that we do it on the Pineapple, where you just have a keep alive script, it kicks in and restarts the program.
So you're just using Telnet to kill it?
Yeah, in fact, it is, as simple as any other embedded Linux device. It's actually running an Atheros system on a chip, very similar to the Pineapple.
That's
so
hilarious.
It's like they're brothers or something. And yeah, it seeks out the SSID of the AR drones, it connects and associates, and then it just telnets in and kills the control program. I could as well kill the, control program respawner, but I figured, it's more fun and annoying as a denial of drone attack to let it come back up only to kill it again.
No, I noticed that Telnet's pretty similar to Netcat in some ways.
In some ways it is. In fact, you could even use Netcat to control this using UDP packets. The TAC-U option in Netcat allows you to send UDP packets. That's basically what your phone is doing.
Okay.
When you tell it to go forward, you're sending a UDP packet constantly over and over and over again with an incremented sequence number saying go forward, go forward, go forward. And so that's actually...
Oh my gosh.
What?
So you you could steal my Parrot.
I could actually, instead of just making a drop out of the sky, I could send it the packets to say, take this altitude and go this way or whatever.
Oh man, that's so screwed up.
Sammy Kamkar actually did a proof of concept called skyjacking that inspired all of this. He did his on a Raspberry Pi, and he used a Node.js framework to do the control for it. I prefer to just kind of go ahead and telnet in and kill the program because it's just fun to watch it fall out of the sky. And I just love that the DJI is killing the Parrot, but you know, that's just me.
Now I know that all of these depend on open Wi-Fi, at least the AR drone does.
No, they both do in fact. The AR drone is, I mean, in fact, it's highly hackable because it is an open network. You can telnet right in. They didn't lock this down in any way. There's a software development kit for those UDP packets. They're just AT commands that you send to tell it to do stuff. It's super easy and they make it hackable. But
why do people do this? But
they both use open Wi-Fi.
They should not be using open Wi-Fi.
Well, I think the difference is, I mean, the AR drone people, these are cool guys out of France that are like into like the hacking community in that sense, but they are actually both using, in fact, this right here on the end of my transmitter is an open Wi-Fi repeater essentially. The camera on that guy is a, you know, it's basically a wireless network camera that repeats its signal over to this, and then that's what connects to this. And the reason for all of this is that consumers have phones and they're used to open networks, and it's just like built in. It's like, you know, if you're launching a product, it's super simple to set up a control mechanism over open Wi-Fi. Oh,
that's terrible. Well, nobody cares.
Well, it's consumer stuff. They don't care about security. And, you know, if security means that you might potentially get a support call, like, oh, I don't know how to, you know, set up my grandkid's drone. What's this password thingy? They're just not going to do it.
That's so bad. Well, what I really want to see is the code behind this.
You want to dig into the code?
Yes, let's do it.
Right after this. Doesn't matter if you're a whale or a nuclear vessel, when you have that killer idea, you need to grab yourself a domain name and web hosting fast. And with Domain.com's quick domain discovery system and their easy checkout process, you're gonna have your website up and running in no time. I mean, I love Domain.com because they're affordable, they're reliable, they're easy to use, and they're huge on social media. It really just makes it a great customer experience, a really fun place to do business. And the guys over at Domain.com are huge fans of Hack5, so they wanna hook you up. Use the coupon code HACK5 at checkout and get an extra 15% off. So when you think domain names, think Domain.com.
And we're back with the trivia question of the week. Last week's trivia question was, if you're a victim of a Smurf attack, you're a victim of what? And the answer was a denial of service attack. Now this week's trivia question is, what year did Ivan Sutherland create the first head-mounted VR and augmented reality display system? And you can answer that over at hack5.org/trivia for your chance to win some awesome Hack5 swag.